سلام عرض میکنم خدمت همه دوستان عزیز و اقوام گرامی و از صمیم قلب از حضور گرم و صمیمانه‌تون در یکی از مهمترین زیباترین روزهای زندگیمون صمیمانه تشکر میکنم. برای دخترم و داماد عزیزم آینده روشن، دلهای آرام و خانه گرم و پر مهر آرزو میکنم. سپاس از همراهیتون. شاد باشین، خوش بگذره، موفق بشین.
Okay, I'm going to translate. Hello to all dear friends and respected family members. From the bottom of my heart, I sincerely thank you for your warm and heartfelt presence on one of the most important and beautiful days of our lives. For my daughter and dear son-in-law, I wish a bright future, peaceful hearts, and a warm and loving home. Thank you for being with us. Wishing you joy and a wonderful time.
Thank you. I'm going to propose a toast, but I'll say a few words first. First of all, we get the bingo card out of the way. Uncle Mark, how many drinks have you had? The Uncle Mark is your bingo card, that's it. And the 20 pairs of shoes. How many girls have got 20 pairs of shoes? Right? There must. Nobody's lifting their hands. First of all, I probably, Ahmad, you probably said this already, but I'll say a few words too. Thanking everybody for this, for showing up to join us this beautiful celebration. It was a special day for Nick and Maryam's wedding. Very, very nice, beautiful. Beautiful wedding. You know what? The venue. I remember when Nick told me last year, he said, Dad, I'm getting married in Almonte. I said, Almonte? I said, there's a couple of famous people from Almonte I know. One of them is James Naismith, which is basketball. He invented the basketball, apparently. And the other one is Fred Ryan, my buddy Fred. He lives in there. When I told him, I said, Nick's getting married. He said, John, Almonte's the best place for a wedding. And you know what? He's right. This is beautiful. Right? This is really nice. Everybody, the party, yeah, everything was perfect. What a nice place. And beautiful. And then what else have we got? Nick, we're going to start with you. We're going to start with you, Nick. It seems like it was yesterday, Nick, that you were just daddy and mommy's little boy. And there's a story, there's a picture I always see in my head, and your mom will vouch for that. It's probably 30 years ago, because I think we sent you to school too early, Nick. He was only, what? I don't think he was 4 years old yet. They put him on the bus. He couldn't get on the bus. You had to push him on the bus. It's true. So I said, I think it was, anyways, all that to say. And today, Nick, 6'5", a grown man, 6'6". I always say that, Lena corrects me. So 6'6", a grown man. You know what, Nick? And really, I was just so proud of you. And really matured over the last few years. But I think, Maryam, you had something to do with the maturing part. Not the 6'4", 6'6" size, but the maturing part. I remember I used to get the calls from Nick 5, maybe at dinner time or at 8 o'clock at night, and he'd say, Dad, I got this, and that. And then when you came in the picture, those calls stopped. You always had issues or questions. So I think you're helping them. You're helping them doing that's good. But Nick, I miss the calls anyways. You can phone me anytime, but her advice is probably better than mine. Yes. And what else do we got? Let's see if I can find my notes here. To Maryam. And Nick, you know what? You talked a while ago about the second date you had with Maryam. I think that's when you phoned me. And you said, Dad, I think I found the one. And you know what? He was right, because we met her not too long after, and we fell in love with you. You're special, Maryam. You're special. You know, and he was right. You're the one. About Maryam, real quick. Maryam came here, I think it was 10 years ago, to finish her studies. And I know she tells me the story. She came here with a suitcase and didn't know anybody. She came to Ottawa with a suitcase, and she had no friends. She had nobody, all by herself. And today, Maryam, there's your extended family. So welcome to the family. Yes, welcome to the family. Yes. To your dad, Ahmad, Azar, also welcome to the family. And Milad, Minu, same thing. Welcome to the family, your extended family. We love you all. What else we got here? That's it. And another little touch that you guys did, and you know what? It was touching. Was a picture of your grandparents and grandma and grandpa. That was a good touch. And I'm sure your grandparents would be proud. Maybe they're looking up and looking down here and they see it. And Nick, ta grand-mère sera fière de toi. Elle t'aimait beaucoup. All that. So I just want to wish you and Nicholas a long lifetime of happiness, love, and all the best. I wish, I'm sure you'll do well. Maybe you'll feel that the 4-bedroom was some little, you never know. We're just hoping. They got a 4-bedroom house, and I need some grandkids, because they're, right, Nick? There we go. And that's it for me. So enjoy the evening, and thank you all for coming. Very great.
Testing. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mitch, and Nick and I go all the way back to grade 8, where we first became friends. Technically, we were high schoolers, but really, we were still elementary school kids in terms of maturity. We just had locker combinations this time around, and that carried through pretty much all of high school, which is why I want to give you a general sense of what my relationship with Nick is, because I think it's going to give you some very important context for what I'm about to say. So, first of all, I don't think I've ever said anything nice to Nick, nor thanked him for anything. It's the kind of relationship where if something of great significance or of great importance is about to happen, like, say, a wedding, we'll wish each other the worst of luck. And tomorrow, I fully expect him to call me just to tell me that I was his worst man, not his best man. He'll probably tell me that I should also be ashamed of the speech that I'm giving right now, and honestly, he might be right on that one, I don't know. But here's the truth, is that no matter what I say, no matter how much grief I give him, it's that Nick isn't just a freakishly tall individual, but he also stands very tall in character. And let me tell you that it's a character that's very hard to come by. Because for the time that I've known Nick, he was always the one that you could count on to be there. Maybe not on time. Definitely not with the video game I lent him 10 years ago and that he still hasn't finished. But with his full support. With one of his ridiculous stories that I didn't know and that I needed. And with his full attention. Maybe not his full attention, more like 80 to 85% of his attention. But for those of you who know him, that's actually pretty good. And that actually means more than I have ever told him, probably. Because underneath all the sarcasm and the tomfoolery, there's actually quite a bit of respect. And this respect extends to the relationship that he has with his beautiful wife. I've seen the kind of partner Nick is to Maryam, and I know that he will always have her back, that he's going to make life fun, and that he will be there when she needs him most. Conversely, we've also seen the side of Nick that Maryam brings out. The fact that he's more grounded now, that he has a sense of confidence, a sense that he's exactly where he needs to be. And that's a beautiful thing to see, really. Like, make no mistake, though, Make no mistake, he is still a giant goofball, all right? He's a goofball, right, with a calendar and matching dishware, and actually, like legitimate dance moves that we just saw earlier. And for those of you who've known Nick as long as I have, you should be just as shocked as I am to see him pull off these moves. Because it was, quite frankly, the last thing I would have expected him to do. But yet, here he was on the dance floor earlier, proving that even skyscrapers with dreams and a spinal cord could channel their inner Elvis Presley. What I'm trying to say is that Maryam and Nick truly bring out the best in each other. They complete each other. Even if that means that they always team up against me when we play Settlers of Catan. Thank you. But despite the small detail, I just genuinely hope that every one of you in this room either has already found a Nick or will find a Nick, as I was fortunate enough to do over 2 decades ago. Because Nicks, will bring you unforgettable camaraderie, incredible memories, trust, loyalty, and most importantly, because they're in the IT field, they will fix your computer problems for free if you pretend to be close friends. I'm not saying that's what I'm doing, I'm just, just throwing that out there. But in all seriousness, Dick, in all seriousness, neither you nor I have siblings, but you've been like a brother to me. And I'm so happy to see you blossom to the person that you've become and made this incredible relationship with Maryam. And I hope that I can continue to take part in the most important moments of your married life that happen outside of your bedroom. Sorry if this is dragging out. I'm almost done, sorry about that. Yeah, and I hope, even though you're entering a new stage in your life, I hope there's still going to be room for us to fulfill our adrenaline junkie needs and go to Universal again. Or just keep saying despicable things to each other. So, well, anyways, that's enough of my monotone voice keeping you from your drinks. So I'd like to propose a toast to both of you, wishing you a life full of happiness, of health, and this will be fully Nick, just enough chaos to keep things interesting. So.
Maryam and I just wanted to give a big, sincere thank you to everyone for being here with us on our special day. Your presence has made this day incredibly meaningful and memorable. Today is not just a celebration of the love between Maryam and me, it's a celebration of family, friendship, and all the people who have supported us and loved us along the way. A special thank you to our families and friends for everything you do for us and for helping make this day come true. We are so honored to share our day with all of you and hope to create unforgettable memories tonight. We'd also like to thank Janice, Tracy, and all the staff from Evermore, as well as Bethany and her team over at Greyloft, and Luke from Midnight Music. Thank you so much for your support and for making our big day so perfect. Thank you, everyone.
So the English part he said, so I have my own Farsi. It's a little different. The first part, thank you, are the same, but you don't need to know the rest. It's for us. All right. سلام به همگی. من و نیک می‌خواستیم از همه عزیزانی که از راه دور و نزدیک امشب تشریف آوردن حسابی تشکر کنیم. واقعا خوشحالمون کردید. امیدوارم تا الان کلی بهتون خوش گذشته باشه. Thank you. میخواستم یه تشکر ویژه هم بکنم از پدر مادرم و همینطور خواهر برادرم که همیشه تو همه مراحل زندگی کنارم بودم و حمایتم کردم. خیلیتون دوستتون دارم. همچنین نظیره و زارا که خیلی همگی کمک کردی. چند روز گذشته بدون شما نمیتونستم مراسم رو اجرا کنم. جای مام بزرگ آقا جان خیلی خالیه، کاش بودن. و یه چیز دیگه، وقتی پارتی شروع شد لطفا وسط رو خالی نکنید، چون این دیجی گفته اگه شما نرقصید این آهنگ رو تغییر میده انگلیش. اوکی ببین، یعنی این وسط رو خالی نکنید که ناراحت میشن.
Thank you, guys.